everyone's like, right, even I have an AI software toolkit that I'm selling. Everyone wants to do AI this and AI that. And, if you plug and play this system, you'll never have to talk to anyone again because it'll all just do it for you. And I think it's the wrong direction. I think that takes away the fact that, when you're dealing with sellers, this is a huge thing in their life is selling a property for most people.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Hugh Edmonds. Excited to be here today. Excited about my guest. I have someone, listen, a marketing company incorporates AI. Very good. We use AI as a tool. And I think he's going to show you and talk to you about how it can be beneficial for you as well. And I love that data science, right? This guy, he's analytical. Like he gets into the science, he gets into the weeds of things. And I absolutely love that. I wish my brain capacity could work like that. I retain information, but I don't like to figure things out. So I'm happy to talk to someone like him so he can maybe help me out a little bit. But I'm so excited to talk to and introduce you all to Mr. John and Maxi. Mr. John, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing awesome, Q. Yeah, thanks for having me. Very excited. Happy to be here and happy to chat. Yeah, I'm very much on the analytical side of things. It's got its own challenges, but it's got some fun stuff too.
Absolutely. Well, my wife is analytical, so you can already imagine it drives me up a wall because she be on it. Her brain be but anyway, love you, babe, if you're watching. So Mr. John, this is what I want to do, sir. I want to dive right in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little bit of an origin story of kind of how you got doing what you do, kind of how you walked up towards it. We would love origin story. And also, if you don't mind, tell us what part of the world you're in. And so, Mr. John, sir, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I am right now. I'm in Northeast Wisconsin, so I'm about 45 minutes west of Green Bay, right on the top of Lake Winnebago. And I've been living and investing in this market for the last 5 years.
Mhm.
Moved up here in 2020. I got my start in real estate, I guess philosophically, many years ago, probably as everyone did, reading Rich Dad Poor Dad in high school and being like, "Yep, all right, well there it is. There's the answer to everything. So I just got to figure out how to, yeah, apparently buy some rental properties." Um, Being the analytical person that I am, I spent many years in school. I can't go to any more school. There's no more degrees to get. I'm done. Um, but while I was doing all that, I spent a lot of time building Excel sheets and some of my own software programs to start analyzing real estate deals. And so I wasn't in a position as a grad student where I was going to be buying anything.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
But I spent a lot of time building my own analysis tools, and I would just, you know, go on Zillow or find what was listed and say, "Oh, here's the purchase price. Here's the mortgage that means blah, blah, blah." Like, "Oh, wow, I couldn't buy it for anywhere near that. I have to buy it way less than that or drive the rents up or whatever," and just have a lot of fun really, just pretending like I was gonna buy places.
Yeah.
And then one day I woke up and my wife and I were both out of school and we had jobs and we kinda said, "Oh, I guess we could buy one now that we're." And so we started buying, um, and so pretty soon here we're up to 25 doors, 26 doors,
Mhm.
in a couple days.
Mm.
Um, and along the way, have always wanted to have my own acquisitions arm as part of the real estate business. So it's I've always thought of real estate investing as kind of a triangle or a
Mm.
pyramid.
Mhm.
And at the bottom, you have your off market acquisitions. Then you got your flippers, then you got your landlords, and then you got your retail buyers.
Mm.
And so if you sit at the bottom of that pyramid and you're sourcing the best deals, you have every exit strategy open to you. So if you
Mhm.
keep it as a rental, you keep it as a rental. If you want to turn around and sell it on the MLS without fixing it up, you probably can. If you want to fix it up and flip it, you can. So it just always kind of made intuitive sense that to build a really long lasting, sustainable business, you want to control your deal flow and you want to be able to have flexibility on your exit strategies. And so that's why I've always um, have really wanted to build and grow my own marketing company at the bottom to source deals.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Thank you for taking us through the journey, walking us up to where you are now. I found it very interesting when you said I was pretending I was going to buy, right? I love when you said that, but it also it makes me think, because you're a data guy, and so I'll use this analogy real quick. My wife and I, when we started dating, we would say we're gathering data on each other. We are potential to each other, but I don't know if that's potential can turn into a disaster or success. So I have to gather as much data as possible. So when I think about you as a data guy, I know you said you was pretending, but to me, I think you were just gathering data. You were just putting things together in your mind. That way, when you when you and your wife said, "Let's do it," you had already envisioned different ways of being successful in your mind. So that's kind of what I think about when you said it, to be honest with you. And so, and that kind of leads me to my question because I always say destiny has no wasted moments, meaning there are things in our life that prepare us for the next steps. There are tools that we learn over here that prepares us for things over there. And so I wonder, are there strategies and tools that you can identify in yourself that that has helped you over the journey kind of be the man that you are today?
Man, that is that's a really awesome quote. I mean, that speaks to me actually in a lot of ways. So like that's really cool. Yeah. So I mentioned I went to school for a long time. So um a long time ago when I got out of college, I'm sad to say how long ago it is now. I was studying to go to medical school.
Mm, mhm,
I I ended up not getting in, but when I
Mm.
ended up getting into a PhD program, and so that's the schooling I went to.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
When I had that split, right, in my life, it is what your quote makes me think of is, I could basically on the river of life, I could keep going, right, with this other opportunity and see where that takes me, and maybe I could meet back up, right, with
Mm.
the other branch of the river going down medical school,
Uh-huh.
or I could try to turn the canoe around and row against the stream.
Mm.
Um, and I went and I got my PhD, and I went with the river, and I said, if I want to go back to med school later, I can. But that path set is what set me on everything that led to now. So I didn't you I left academia as soon as I graduated.
Yeah.
Um, but when I was there, I spent all this time learning to program on my own because
Mm.
I wanted to use it in my studies.
Yeah.
And what that meant was when I left school, I was able to get a job at a startup doing some really cool stuff because now I could say like, "Hey, I went to school, I got this fancy degree, whatever." But I
Yeah.
also taught myself how to code, and so now I can do these things that are valuable to your startup company,
Yeah.
and I can apply that other, knowledge that I learned along with it.
Yeah.
And so that is kind of like the genesis of, okay, I can teach myself these skills
Mm.
to do what I need to do as things move along. So just because it's easy to say, man, I wish I would have skipped all that schooling and just got straight into real estate when I was 22, right, 23, and I'd have that much longer of a head start. But there are so many cool things that I learned and got exposed to that then launched me onto this path of um, data science and AI, and then I've been able to again like these different paths, right, coming together,
Yeah.
and now I'm doing both of them together, and I think ultimately I'm in a better place having taken the path I took
Yeah.
than worrying about what I could have done or what I didn't do. And so that's why like you said that quote, and I was like, that is
Mm.
that hits at home because I feel like I took kind of a winding path, and there's some things that I wish at the time, like, oh, I could move heaven and earth and get back on that path. But, I think things happen for a reason. And you got to follow where you're going and make the best out of everything and just continually push and learn and grow and just use every experience you have to its fullest potential.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And I think, as you so eloquently said, I think that's what you're doing. I think so. There's a term, I think it's called confluence. And I think confluence is when two body of rivers or two body of waters, the merging point is called the confluence of the two merging together.
Yep.
And you, as you so eloquently said, when you look back over your life, your experience, you had a confluence, man. You had things, the rivers, they kind of just started, you know, running together. And now you can't separate the one from the other. Like it's in you. It's part of your destiny. It's part of who you are. It's part of your makeup. And so I appreciate it. My wife and I, we have a saying that kind of centers us when we feel like we should be further along in our communication and our finances and whatever in our harmony. We have a saying where we say time takes time. And so we that's kind of center us. Like when I'm mad at her because I feel like she should do something further along. She mad at me like what are you doing? We say okay, time takes time. That's
Yep.
we'll get on the same page. Let's do all the necessary things that we know we're supposed to do, like talking to each other, like connecting, like agreement. And so when I hear what you're doing with your business, I hear you're doing all the necessary things. And we talked about some things backstage. You're doing all the necessary things. You're being self-aware enough to know like, hey, this is what excites me and this is what no, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you're not shying away from it. And so with that being said, Mr. John, I do want to ask you, what is your next real goal? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yep. So we talked about kind of I got some an off market acquisition company, and on that side of things, I am very excited about like you mentioned, kind of getting out of my own way in the sales department. And so I have a couple of VAs that I work with. So I have a small team, but I'm really the point person for everything acquisitions when those comes through. And um, I have realized, yes, that I have success in my business when I get out of my own way, and I am in my way in the sales department. So a big push for me this year is bringing someone on that can handle um, that phase of my business and really go through, you know, lead intake, some lead generation, all the way through contract signing. And me being the analytical person, I just want to take myself out and, be the manager in the back of the car shop saying, "Here's what we can pay," right, and letting my acquisition manager run that back and forth between me and the seller. Um, because that's just where I'm going to have the most value.
Mhm,
Um, Another thing we had talked about that kind of dovetails in here that might be interesting is, so I am part of a coaching program, and I brought this up to my real estate coach, and John, are you the right person to be running sales on your team?
mm,
No, I'm not.
mm,
Okay, that's a good thing to realize. So what are you gonna do about it? Well, I should hire someone. Okay, do you know any? Are you the right person to hire a really
mm,
good salesperson?
mm.
No, right?
Yeah.
No, no, I'm not. And so that led into actually reaching out to like fractional sales managers that are actually that's their whole job is defining a company's sales process so that it's
Mm,
not just me, and whatever I say it is. It's
yeah.
what's the hiring like? What's the onboarding like? What's all the management of this person like?
Mhm,
And so again, trying to get out of my own way, it's one of those things where like, yeah, I could hire them, but I probably it's likely I'd hire the wrong person. It's likely I'd give them too much time to succeed because I'd be like, oh, it's probably my fault that they're not succeeding, right? Like, I don't know
mm,
what to tell them.
mm,
Um, and so again, it's this thread of like, I need to get out of my way because I know what I want to be happening, right? And I know what things should be doing, but it doesn't mean I'm the right person to get it from where it is now to that point.
mm,
So I'm really excited for that process. And then uh, mentioned the AI business that I'm growing. So I'm really excited about for that
mm,
this upcoming year. And it's just a bunch of tools that I use already in my investing business that I'm now offering up to others because I use them every day. I see the value. I get it. I have people that are really happy with it and just trying to spread the word and get that out there.
absolutely. I love it, man. I really, again, I think I said this before, man. I love your self awareness. Because being self confident and self aware are two totally different things, right? A self confident person, they'll do stuff at the detriment of everybody else. Like, because they're confident, the business will fail, everybody else will fail, nobody will be in the right place. But a self-aware person, they're aware of themselves and aware of how they affect others, how they affecting their business, how they affecting the flow. And so, man, I just want to, if it may mean nothing to you, but I'm still gonna say it, man. I applaud you for your self-awareness. I really do. It's refreshing and it makes me as a leader in my own right, within my family, within my community, makes me think and take inventory of like, okay, what are things you need to get real curious about that you may be in the way about. So I appreciate your gift of vulnerability, sir. I think one of the last questions I want to ask you, man, I want to get your perspective on relationship building. Is relationship in business, building relationships, is it important to you? Has it benefited you well? Like, what is your perspective when it comes to building relationships?
I mean, I think it's super important. Is This is a straight to the point answer. Um, everyone's like, right, even I have an AI software toolkit that I'm selling. Everyone wants to do AI this and AI that. And, if you plug and play this system, you'll never have to talk to anyone again because it'll all just do it for you. And I think I think it's the wrong direction. I think that takes away the fact that, when you're dealing with sellers, this is a huge thing in their life is selling a property for most people, right? Like you'll deal with some landlords that have hundreds of places and like they don't care
Mm,
about selling one particular property, but most people it's a really big deal.
mm,
Most people that are the buyers, it's a big deal for them too, because
mm,
they're putting their own livelihoods at stake as entrepreneurs. That it's going to be a good deal for them, and they're going to actually turn a profit on the back end.
mm,
Um, And then just the number of moving pieces in real estate transactions, right? It's you and the seller, but there might be an agent. There's probably a lender. There's going to be a home inspector. There could be an appraiser. There's going to, other buyers later down. There's so many people. And if you can't bridge that gap between those people, things get stuck. Things don't
mm,
go through.
mm,
And, you can have AI help you, right, facilitate those conversations or make sure that you're talking to the right people at the right time. But I'm super skeptical of the like pie in the sky AI will do all of this stuff.
yeah.
Um, and that's kind of why the system that I've built is really puts the puts you at the center of it as an operator.
Mm,
And so you have a team of AIs, but you are still in control of each one. You're doing the handoff from one AI employee to the next so that when you have your ARV analyst give you back a number, you got a report you could read and approve. Right. When you go to the rehab estimator, you've got a report. You can read it and approve it. Whereas if you have this easy push button system that people love to promise, you could have one wrong thing happen at some point, and then it's got that wrong is going to go through your whole system, and you're going to have a bad offer or a bad exit because you took yourself out of it.
mm,
Um, and and so going back to the relationship piece, it's same thing when if you're talking about your AI employees or the real people that you're going to be doing business with is you want to have that back and forth. You want to know how you can bring the value. You want to know what data they need from you in a conversation, right? Like how is your contractor going to know what it is you want done? How is your lender going to know, you know, what they can do to um, you know, get your business, keep your business, what are you looking for? How can you help them? And it's all about bringing value to each other person in your community. Um, and I think that's kind of the bottom line of yeah, those relationships are super important, and it's about what you can do for others, and you'll get back everything you give.
ooh, yes, sir. Oh man, you just said it. That's plant. Give and it will be given back to you. You're gonna reap what you sow. And so oh man, that's incredible. That's kind of like the last thing you said. So Mr. John, I really see you as the perfect person between the confluence, the streams of river that's working between relationships and AI. Like the streams of old, relationship within real estate, old school relationships, handshakes, building relationships. We know that stream is flowing strong. But then here comes this new stream when it comes with AI, and people are skeptical about it. Is it going to replace the human, interaction? Which really it can't. And listen to you talk, like you were talking about the handoff from one AI to another. I see you as the perfect person to handle the confluence between old school relationships and AI and letting them merge together in a way where it can work together and totally make sense, where we're not missing the human interaction and we're taking full advantage of AI. So I'm really excited about what you're building, really excited about your innovation, and I just really want to just thank you for taking time out just to come here today. And so, listen, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, Mr. John, how can they get in contact with you?
I think Facebook is where I do most of my social media. So just John Maxi on Facebook. Um, pick the one that looks like me and not the older version of me. That'd be my dad. Um,
Yes.
um, and then you can find out if you do John at realestategpts.com for an email, or you can check out www.realestategpts.com to find more about the AI software there. Um, and I think those probably the easiest ways to get in touch with me. Send me a message on Facebook, send me an email, um, Google me, and I'll come up.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. John, I want to say first, thank you for your time because time is definitely precious and valuable. So thank you for your time. Two, thank you for your story. Again, thank you for the gift of your vulnerability, you sharing things that you didn't have to share, but you did. And lastly, thank you for your mindset, for your perspective. And thank you for bringing that mindset to this platform. I believe you've given people just enough where they might have a shift around what they're thinking about, what they're doing, and even that shift around AI and using that as a real tool. So, Mr. John, I really appreciate you coming through today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, thank you for having me. It was a great conversation. Very happy to be here and share my time with you. It's great.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all heard Mr. John, you got the value. Definitely go check him out. Check out his website. Check him out on Facebook. But definitely make sure you're subscribed here because I promise you, we're going to continue to bring up great people just like Mr. John. So thank you, sir, again. And to everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.